Welcome to another live real connection. I hope you guys are having a lovely evening. Tonight is a special night. So before we start things off, we'll start off with a word of prayer. Dear Lord, as I come before your presence, Lord, I thank you for life. Thank you for everything, Lord. I hope that you guide and protect us while we do this live. And also hope that we reach out to people tonight and touch someone, Lord, and help them see that there is always hope and never give up, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So tonight we have a guest with us who was born and raised in Sanford, Florida. He is a proud graduate of UCF, University of Central Florida, with a BA degree in sociology and an AA degree in journalism. He moved to Atlanta area 12 days before his 31st birthday for better sickle cell care. While on a family trip in Atlanta, he became very ill and would eventually move to Atlanta for treatment at that same hospital. He started writing more once more. He got there. He started writing more once he got there and recently started his website. He was he appeared on Oxygen Snapped, other movies and TV shows as an actor or background talent. Tonight, he shares his story of, of all he has been through and how he raised, how Sanford raised him and ATL saved him. So tonight we have with us Abner Jackcon III.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. It's nice to having you
All
tonight.
right, thanks for having me.
So, how is the night? How is the night treating you so far?
Oh, it's good. So not much going on tonight. Slow night, but happy to be a part of the show and tell my
Yeah,
story.
and we're happy to having you tonight. To have you tonight.
So thank you.
So, do you want to tell our viewers about your story? Enlighten us with your story and what you've been through to this point.
Basically my book. I came out with it last month with me dealing with sickle cell anemia.
Yeah.
So me graduating from college back in 2006 at UCF. Took
Uh-huh.
me about 6 years to finish college due to being in and out of hospital. I started at Florida A&M University at HBCU with all my friends, about 40 or 50 of us from class of 98, class of 99. Left there after a month, went
Yeah.
home to community college, then UCF. But I was sick. I didn't really get sick except my freshman year in high school. I had my gallbladder removed. So
Yeah.
after that, I was sick every 10 years. I was tired of being sick. So it was more than life than being hospitalized every 3, 4 months.
Yeah.
So I decided to make the trip to Atlanta after getting sick on my cousin's birthday. uh, at a sickle cell center. So I decided to move here 3 years later. And like the first 2 years was kind of rough. About the
Uh-huh.
2013, my dad prayed for me. The same medicine I took 2 pills, they increased it to three. That
Mhm.
prevents attacks. And after that, I went 20 months without being admitted. I went 23 months without being admitted, a couple ER visits. So I haven't been to the hospital since January 2nd or 3rd. So that's the longest I've been. I haven't been admitted since May of last year.
Yeah. But you said it took you 6 years to finish college. What was it like to be being sick and still going to college? How was it like for you? What was the experience like?
Oh, well, basically, math was my hardest subject. I hated math. Anytime you miss math, like three classes, is like hard to catch up. So basically, I
Uh-huh.
had to take a lot of withdrawals in math. So basically, when it took wasn't for math, I probably could have got out of college. I'm assuming 5 years, maybe 4.5. But the
Mhm.
math is kind of what held me back. But other classes I got sick too, and also too. But once I got to UCF, I had a 3.5 my first semester. I was
Yeah.
only 9 credit hours because I enrolled the day school started. So the next semester I got 12, and I had another 3.5, so I actually made the dean's list. So it got easier, more work, but it was more stuff I care more about. Like one guy told me, even drug dealers know how to count their money. So all that other stuff, and all that other stuff, I think is useless. Science, math, history, all that other stuff. It's good to know it, but that's
Yeah.
not your major. You don't really need that stuff. All that stuff you don't really use in the real world anyway. Most of the time. So sociology, study of people. It also falls under journalism, so I didn't have to get no minor. So it was easier, more work, but something I like to do, and I like helping people also too.
Yeah. So what what is sociology like? Like I've heard about it, but I've never fully understand what it was. So what is sociology basically?
Our sociology basically is the study of people. So I took a lot of classes: sociology of murder, sociology of domestic violence, sociology of sports, regular sociology. So sociology of domestic violence. It's a pretty sad class. I learned about how much domestic violence occurred. And I actually took sociology of murder. Sociology of murder was a good class. Basically, in the summertime, people tempers flare, so more crime happens in the summer because people get hot easier than the winter. Wintertime, most people inside they don't like to come out. It's too cold.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's higher crime in the summertime, and
Uh-huh.
also sociology of marriage is kind of depressing, but you have to have faith in God. Every marriage ends within 7 years of divorce, so 1 out of 2 people are most
Wow.
likely will end up divorced within 7 years. So kind of high. Like you have to
Yeah.
have faith. Yeah, you have to have faith in God and trust in God with the marriage and stuff. And it's for some people it ain't for. I don't even know why some people do it. But as long as you committed, trust God, and you can make everything work, I think it will work for you. So we just learned a lot of different stuff in the different sociology classes and stuff like that. So certain stuff I can still use today, or just
Yeah.
common sense, or I pay more attention to people, and I always pay attention to my surroundings all the time wherever I go.
Hmm. And it helps you to understand and relate to other people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's good. So just to just for clarification, just for the viewers, and so what is sickle cell basically?
You say, what is it?
Uh-huh.
Basically, sickle cell is like when you're a blood disorder. Basically, my parents had the trait, so by them having the trait, I ended up with sickle cell. So basically, it's like a S. Your blood cells, instead of them going regular, they sickle
Uh-huh.
up. So when they sickle up, you might get bad stomach
Yeah.
pain, or you might end up with I ended up with joint pains, like in my eight earlier 20s and stuff like that. I used to get, and when I was
Mhm.
younger, my stomach used to hurt like a rock. For some reason, it'd be super hard. But now my legs, arms hurt a lot, and I get migraine headaches. I see a neurologist for that. So basically, like I put in the book, I have learned how to walk. I mean, crawl when I need to, because my legs be hurting so much. I barely could move. One time, my dad had to carry me down the stairs because I couldn't walk. I was in that much pain. So I get bad pains. I sleep in my heating pad. So I should see my heating pad right here. Keep it with me every night. Used to take it with me to work. So I just keep it with me. So it always helped
Yeah.
me with the pain and stuff like that.
Wait, question. Are you streaming right now?
Yes.
But I was wondering if you could like stop. It's distracting and it's causing feedback. So what we'll do is like we'll share it, share share your page and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm just on the link that you sent me. I need to go anywhere else?
And the other thing is that we'll also tag your Facebook account to the video, so it's already tagged and everything, so you don't really need to stream.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can't watch it while it's going on right now.
Okay. Well, I just got the one screen up just for us. So that would be too hard to focus on all that.
Okay. So You said you had to learn to crawl. What was it like crawling? Because that sounds really difficult.
Uh, it's something that I learned how to do to make me comfortable if I need to get somewhere. My parents had a 2-story house. I have a 3-story house. So
Uh-huh.
basically, if I need to get downstairs or get to the refrigerator, whatever, I know how to do it without actually walking. I could just basically crawl like from butt down to each stair, butt down to each stair, and this and that. So it's kind of difficult, but I learned how to manage and stuff like that. Last time I was sick in January, I couldn't sleep. I thought I was going to have to go back to the hospital, so the bed wasn't comfortable. Fell asleep on the bathroom floor. That was what was comfortable for me.
Whoa, whoa. To be honest, hearing your story right now, I could say nothing but a blessing and a legacy. Indeed. Whoa. Whoa. Like, I'm actually really amazed by your story. It's like, it's touching. It's like, it's that testimony, when your test turned into the testimony, that blessing that came, you
Yes.
pushed through all of it and
Hmm.
be here right now when you could have given up.
Yes.
Whoa. What
The
was it
thing,
like? What was it like in your lowest time? What was it really like? The
I guess
low,
my lowest time would be back home in Florida. So, like I said, I was sick every 3, 4 months,
yeah,
probably hospitalized at least 4, maybe 5 times out the year. So, it was just frustrating being sick that much. I know life and death is in the power of the tongue, but like I
yeah,
told, I think my ex girlfriend at the time and some of my friends, like I didn't want to be alive if I was hospitalized that much. It's much more than life to being sick that much,
yeah,
and stuff. So I could take going to the ER every 2, 3, 4 months. I don't mind that as long as I don't get admitted. But spending the night in there that many times out the year, it's kind of bad. But I know one time I went to the clinic. There's this
yeah.
one girl, she's maybe like 220, somewhere around there. Most of us with sickle cell are skinny. So I'm
Mm.
6'1", 155. She was big for her to have sickle cell. So the lady told me like, yeah, she one thing about that girl, you actually do good. She's in here every week. So imagine being in the hospital 52 weeks out of the year. That's definitely got to be depressing. So like it stays always
Oh,
someone going through something worse than you. But like I say, once I got to Atlanta, besides 2013 being sick every month except 2 months before October, uh,
uh-huh.
that would be the worst time and back home in Florida.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at the viewers and what they're saying. So we're
Okay.
going to take a look at the comments.
Okay.
Yeah. So Latavia is saying good evening. Good evening, Latavia. So what movies did you say he was in, Lamar? So she's just asking for a clarification of the movies you were in.
Um, I don't really remember the movies I did. Most stuff I do is TV shows. My biggest role was on Snap, the one on Oxygen.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I did the divorce court commercial last year, so I was on there like 3 or 4 times. I did a
Yeah.
2 Chains video. I did a 2 Chains video, a Asian dog video.
Mm.
Did a couple of Tyler Perry shows. I just did the show P Valley that came on Sunday on Stars.
Wow.
So hopefully I'm on like one of those episodes there.
Yeah. So murder class. Is it that is it bad that I find that funny? I think it's kind of weird, but understandable.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting and stuff. Sociology of murder class, like I say, you learn some stuff in there. We actually did it sociology of gangs, but the police talked to us about the different gangs in the Orlando area. So I didn't know Orlando had gangs. So Orlando's not like a tough place like Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Detroit, Louisiana, nowhere like that. So Memphis. So I didn't expect us to have gangs back home, but apparently we do, and we got some here in Atlanta also too.
So you were saying that that class was a like eye-opening class, and you learned a lot about the place that you were in.
Yeah, I learned about the gangs. I'm not from Orlando. I'm close to Orlando. I'm in between Orlando and Daytona, so I'm pretty sure it's gangs everywhere. But I don't fear no man. The only person I fear is God. Like I'm one of the toughest person alive. I stay to myself and this and that. I'm easy to get along with. I always pay attention to my surroundings, so I can care less about that. I'm not gonna go nowhere like Memphis or LA, South Central Compton, and nothing like that. But I'm pretty good most places around most people.
Yeah. Somebody is saying really enjoying your story. And
Oh, hey,
it is
Mr. Dunn, I know him.
oh, everything is okay, the dog is fine. So what is the name of your book? Someone is asking for the name of your book.
So this is my book here. Through it all, Sanford Raised Me, ATL Saved Me. So if you go to Amazon Books and type Abner Abner Jackson III, you will see the ebook and a paperback copy.
Uh-huh. So are you ever tempted to curse God? What scripture or affirmation do you use to motivate yourself?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I have been frustrated at times when I was younger and didn't know the word like I do, but everybody has a story to tell. Like I say, sickle cell has been a gift and a curse. The gift is I try to live every day to my like it's my last. I have my bad days, the days I don't want to be bothered, just like anybody else. The day I sat around all day, I just put this computer on like 20 minutes ago. I've been playing my Xbox, so I just been on 2K all day. No interviews, no nothing. I just wanted to have fun, and that's it. Met a coworker and gave him my book, and that's pretty much it. Went to Walmart, just had a chill day. So I'm so busy focusing on this book. I have my website, I have my girlfriend, I have my life, and I'm still a regular person, so I can't put all that stuff on me. I have even more to do now with this book. Interviews now. I'm used to interviewing people. Now I'm being interviewed.
Yeah.
But basically, like I put in my book, uh, you can do all things through Christ is one scripture I like to go through. With that, like I say, anything I put my mind to, I try my best to do it. Uh, anything I think I could do, I'm gonna do my best to do what I can. So, like I say, when it comes to Atlanta, I moved here, so either I was gonna go try to get here to get my health better,
Yeah.
die trying to get my health that. So eventually it took almost 3 years, but it was worth the move in the long run. So I gave up and left my relationship, was in the church choir back home. My parents had been there with me, taking me to the hospital all the time. So I gave all that stuff up to be healthy. At the end of the day, my health was my number one priority in life to get here.
So you said you were in the church choir. What was your favorite song?
We had quite a few songs that I did. I mean that we like. I never led a solo. Now, Mr. Don Brown, the one who did, he's actually a good singer. Um,
Oh,
one of the best ones we did was Gunny McClurkin. We Fall Down. We used to sing it at a funeral. We switched the words. I don't remember, but that's one of the favorite ones that we did.
yeah, it's a really
And
good song.
yeah, and the Blessing of Abraham also too. That was one of my favorite ones too. My guy Tony, who used to be with me, he passed. He used to check on me all the time, but definitely love being with him in the choir during that time. The songs Mr. Brown led and other choir members and stuff. I think I was in there 2 or 3 years. I remember I told the lady my day's numbered in this church choir, and like 2 months later, I was gone.
Wow. So someone is saying, at what age did you have your first sickle cell attack?
Oh, yeah, that's my uncle. My mom said I was sick when I was little, so I'm not exactly sure. I know my grandma Annie Mae, who passed. Think her and my mom took me somewhere to Tampa. So I know at
Yeah.
2 years old they found out I had sickle cell. So I was a fat chubby baby. So I lost weight, had to learn how to walk again. But I'm guessing because my freshman year I had my gallbladder removed. I had gallstone, so they removed the whole gallbladder. So I guess when I went to FAMU, they said I had a heart murmur, but it wasn't a sickle cell type. Normally, the clinic takes like 10, 15 minutes to go to Tallahassee. Tallahassee has plenty of hills. If you ever been there? It's plenty of hills. So it took me like an hour to get there because I was tired, out of breath. So basically, my parents came to pick me up, and I left family, ended up back home in Sanford. But right, March 2000 would be my first attack that I remember. I got sick was in the hospital 13, 14 days. So from
Wow.
March, then October 2000, right before my 20th birthday, I was in the hospital on my 20th birthday. From then on, that time, I was sick like every 3-4 months, basically. So I
Wow.
went 20 years almost, good life, perfect attendance in high school, missing 2 days a year, to going to college, missing too many days or too many things to count. So I kind of probably would have finished college early, but I kind of happy my childhood wasn't taken from me. I got a chance to go to graduation,
Yeah.
be around my high school friends. My parents took me places that I could wake up every morning and know I wasn't going to get sick. Now I could go to bed, might wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning at a 10 attack. Don't really happen that more, but might not wake up in the morning. I don't know. But it's just that
Yeah.
once that happened, life just completely changed for me. Like I said, that was got me here to Atlanta. It wasn't for my health. I didn't have no reason to come to Atlanta. It's big, it's nice, but I didn't have no reason to come here. But I got here, so God wanted me here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And somebody's saying, God, you're doing a great job. Never ever give up. And
that's
that's
my dad.
hi, Dad.
That's Abner Jr.
Yeah. Your parents and family is so proud of you.
Hmm.
That's how did you so someone is asking how did you get into the creative industry?
They mean the writing or the acting part. The acting, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think that's what they mean. But Latavia, if you could please clarify, would love that. But the thing about your story, what lesson did you learn going through all of this?
I basically never give up in life. Like I say, you go through some stuff. You got to put them through you to God to just show you some stuff for a reason. Like I say, it wasn't for me being sick, I wouldn't be where I was at, honestly. So it wouldn't be
That's
no book. It might be a book. It might be depressing. Like I scrapped a book. It wouldn't be no IMDb credits. It wouldn't be no AJ3 report. The Abner's Angels. None of that stuff. Me meeting the celebrities and all that stuff I do now. None of that stuff would exist if I didn't have Sickle Cell. Like I said, I didn't have no reason to come here to
yeah.
Atlanta. That wasn't my goal or God's plan and stuff like that. But basically, stayed prayed up. My
Yeah.
family prayed for me all the time. Went to a church that prayed all the time. Pastor
Mm-hmm.
Murphy is my pastor. He passed last year, unfortunately, but he taught a lot of stuff in scriptures and stuff like that. So uh, basically prayers and stuff like that. And like Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. I know he's not a Christian, but he has a line that say, "I would not lose." So basically, listen to that. I like that line that he has. I would not lose. So anything I put my mind to, I would try my best to that. I would not lose. And Drake has a saying, YOLO, you only live once. So I put that in my book. We not a cat. We don't get 9 lives, none of that stuff. So
Yeah.
basically, I try to do much as I can with the life that that God gave me to do while I'm here. Because like I say, once you dead or Jesus come back whenever, that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
And she was clarifying about both. It was both acting and writing.
I was basically my AA's in journalism, so I wrote for the school newspaper. I maybe written like 30, 35 articles once I moved here to Atlanta. I started writing for one guy. I think I wrote a couple articles. I went to the BET Wrap It Up. I went to Luda Day weekend to an event. I met Ludacris, Lariz Tate, and then one guy I wrote for. He had like a modeling magazine. I interviewed some rappers. Then after
Yeah.
him, I wrote for Stacks magazine. I became the lead sports writer for Stacks. So basically, I was writing 3 articles a week. So those 3 articles a week was a lot. And then after that, I went to View magazine with Adrena, and I was the media correspondent with her. So basically, March of 2018, I started my website. And by
Yeah.
me starting my website, the book was 95% done, but I was so focused on my website and stuff like that, I put the book on hold. So 2000 March, right after my grandma passed 18, I started on my book, scrapped it, everything. The book was depressing, had some other stuff in there that needed to be told. So in the act then, 2014 is when I started. I applied online. I have trouble sleeping at night. I'm not sure if the morphine pills, insomnia, or what it is. I take sleeping pills, but I can't sleep at night for some reason. It's hard to sleep. Go to bed 3, 4, 5 o'clock some mornings, unfortunately. I applied for a casting call. Like a month later, they asked me to be on Survivors Remorse to show LeBron James dead. Um, Thought it was fake. Called the next morning, they say it was good. I was on a 4x10 schedule. Worked 4 days, had 3 days off. I went Wednesday, then go Thursday. Then we worked 12, 13, like 13 hours that day. Once I got there, people told me the casting agencies to apply for it. I think the next week I was on Vampire Diaries. And then like 2 weeks later, I was at Tyler Perry Studios. I took off work. They called me. I was at work. I said that like 2 hours ago. I took off work. Tyler Perry, one of my favorite people. I say I got to go to this. So I went to Tyler Perry Studios. I didn't get used. Went there 2 times and get used. I was kind of frustrated, but find out the different casting agents and stuff like that. So I always kind of had a full-time job. So I haven't worked on set since February. Aretha Franklin movie about her life that Jennifer Hudson played in her. So normally I work on that in the summer since school is out, but unfortunately we under quarantine right now in Tennessee. I can't go there because they only letting people go 30 miles away. So that's how I got started to acting. But writing is what I love because I'm a writer. I took journalism classes for that. I never took no acting classes. None of that. I know there's money to be made in that, but maybe I will take some. I don't know, but it's not like a dream. Like, oh, I got to be an actor and nothing like that. I just take it whatever goes and what happens with it. But both are good opportunities. And Atlanta's a new Black Hollywood. We stay filming here.
So you said while you were acting, you were also going to work. How did you manage that? How did you stay on track?
Or basically, I get the casting calls. So sometimes I miss them. Like most casting calls, you need to apply within 30 minutes or an hour. So if I see something, depends on my schedule, how much vacation I got to pay, and what type of role it is in that. So I got called one day for Star, the show on Fox. I applied for a limo driver. They asked me to be somebody in the background. Like, no, I'm not gonna take off work to be a pedestrian instead of a limo driver. A limo driver is something that you would have saw me would have been good camera time. So basically, it depends on the road that or what I got to do. I do it, but I don't really do it that much. The last one I went to, I got off work. I went to work 6:40, got off 2:10, got to set 2:50 p.m. Got off like 3:15 in the morning. So that was suicidal. I worked from 6:40 a.m. to 2:10 p.m. and then got off there 2:50 p.m. to like 3:15 a.m. Never do that again. That was the longest day ever. With doing that. But I manage my time pretty good. And like I say, what's going on in that, they hardly film on the weekend. Sometimes they do, but I manage it pretty well. Like I say, this depends on the role of that. I do it. But in summertime, I'm full game. I go to work 5 days out the week. I do it.
Mm-hmm. So someone is saying your best day is yet to come. Your gift will make room for you.
Yes.
Someone is saying Jay is the toughest person I know. His story is one of the healing and power. I gained strength through his trials. Yes. Sometime hearing someone's story is really touching, and you actually change. Sometimes when you hear a person's story, it change your mindset. And a story like yours really speaks about never giving up.
Yes.
Because sometimes we reach those hurdles in life.
Mm.
Instead of finishing the race, we decided, no, sir, I'd rather not finish. But you have shown us that whenever these hurdles come, you just run and you jump. And
Yes.
if you hit your foot at one hurdle, the next one you run and you jump again. So
Yes.
it shows that even when you hit a hurdle, you still get up and continue. And that's a legacy. I think facing life hurdles is the best marathon we can run in our life.
Yes.
And it shows who is really an athlete, for life.
Mm.
And many of us decide not to finish the race.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. I heard that sickle cell make you feel a lot of pain. Is this true? Someone is asking if it's true that sickle cell make you feel a lot of pain.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of pain, especially when you hit a 10 sickle cell attack on a scale of 10. That's like one of the worst feelings ever. I heard two girls that I know for a fact that had sickle cell, and
Yeah.
she said that giving birth, both of them say giving birth didn't have anything to do with the pain sickle cell goes through. I never know what it feels to be like giving birth because I'm not a woman, but I'm pretty sure that's not the
Yeah.
easiest
Yeah.
experience. You
That's
have 9 months to plan for a pregnancy, which you could prepare. And same thing with the women with their cycles. They have 3-4 weeks, how long the cycle comes on or whatever. So sickle
yeah.
cell attack, I could be talking to you right now. It's 10:01 here, 10:45. I might have an attack or my stomach just start hurting out of nowhere. So
Whoa.
I got been sleep and waking up at 9 or 10 and had to go straight to the ER. So like I say, it's not no pain, especially I had pneumonia and sickle cell together. So sometimes I barely could walk. Uh, Pneumonia is I had it so many times. Thank God I'm alive. But sickle cell, yeah, it's pretty brutal. And one guy told me I used to work with at a dealership that he heard Prodigy, the rapper from Mobb Deep, talk about it on his podcast. And like, yeah, I commend you all for what you go through, what he described. It's just so much pain and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's tough. So like I say, when I'm in the hospital, every 3-4 hours, dope me up, dope me up, dope me up, dope me up. Whatever I got to do to be comfortable and whatever to help me with the pain, I'm here for it.
hmm So Lateva is asking, how does your illness affect your romantic relationship?
I never had no issues with relationships. I do got a relationship section in my book about what could have happened. I would stay home in Florida and all that stuff, but never really had no issues. My girlfriend now, Tiffany, she does take me to the hospital. If I catch the train, she'll pick me up now. I have drove to the ER before and drove from there doped up. So thank God the police didn't get me because I could have ended up with a DUI or in jail or something like that. But I don't depend on
Yeah.
nobody because I don't really know that. I didn't really know that many people here. And I'm like, if something I need to get to a place, I'm going to do it. I don't depend on you or nobody to do it or none of that stuff. So I need to get home. So I drove. So I talked to my mom. She talked to me. My friend Tracy. I like them not. I either drive down with the windows,
Mhm.
with the music loud to keep me up. But like I say, relationship wise, I've been pretty good with
Yeah.
that. So thank God I haven't had no issues with that. So that's been pretty good.
And Mrs. Green is saying hi.
Hey, Matia, and thanks for your help. That's one of my correspondents. So she does my interviews for me.
Oh, yeah. So hi, Mattia. So
And Miss Bartley.
Patricia is saying you were a great Taiji
Tajiri.
Tajiri artist student in Sanford. So
Thank you.
what's Tajiri?
Tajiri arts is kind of like a little acting thing where she taught us manners. She taught us everything about life and stuff in general. So she's a good teacher and great mentor. Wish I would have paid more attention back then, but acting was like say was nothing big I was in. Plus I was more shy back then. So kind of
Oh,
now I'm actually people I don't know any of them doing that stuff, but the one who was shy and really do stuff like that. I was in the background. Now, I'm not saying I'm in the front, but I have been in the front when it comes to acting and stuff like that. So it's kind of like drama. I know some girl, Tasha, her sister did ballet there also too. So she taught us a lot of stuff. I was part of her with the Glee Club singing back in the day. So I think I met Miss Watley in my 4th to 5th grade year back at
yeah.
Midway Elementary. So I know her for a while. She's actually here in Atlanta. Now she has a book coming out also too
Yeah.
also. So can't wait to see her read her book.
Yeah. So someone is saying Cynthia Stokes. As I always tell you, God is doing a great work in you. I'm so proud of you. I love you, JB.
Yeah, love you. That's my auntie, my mom's sister. One of my mom's
Oh,
sisters.
yeah.
As I see everybody came out to watch, so that's good. Thanks for the support.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. What I want, so someone is asking, Don Brown is saying, what I want to know is how it feel to be interviewing lovely ladies, and can I tag along sometimes with you?
Yeah, he could tag along the Abner's Angels. Oh man. Abner's Angels is something I started where I interview women on Tuesday. So I interview girls all throughout the world, regardless of their race. I don't believe in race when it comes to women. You look good. You give me the opportunity to interview you out where I interviewed a girl that was a playmate like 3 months ago. So that was pretty
Yeah.
big to interview a playboy playmate on my platform. So
Wow.
models can be headaches. I do got my favorites. Do got some that I never care to work with ever again. So it ain't for everybody. And you relationship, some people um
Yeah.
ain't gonna go for that. They might not trust you, and some might have insecurities and stuff like that. So it's fun. I like it. So I like working with the models, and I like working with the celebrities.
Hmm. So she's Lativia saying that's wonderful. It sounds really exciting.
So thank
Yeah, but as I said, your story is actually very motivational. It
thank you.
shows, it really shows that when life gives you a lemon, you create a
Yes.
lemonade.
Yep.
And wow, I'm saying your story about never giving up.
Yes.
I'm actually speechless about that because most of the time, human instinct, the first thing we think about is giving up.
Yes.
But to push through your illness and to even reach to the point where you had to crawl,
Mm,
whoa, and going through severe pain, because going through a lot of pain, is like saying, no, my body can't take anymore. This is it. And a lot of people, when they're facing these pain, we just give up and say, all right, I time to pull the plug.
mm,
But you've shown us that no, you don't have to pull the plug. This is
mm.
just the stepping stone to reach the path that God is painting for us. And
Yeah.
that story is remarkable.
Thank
And
you. Yeah, I come from a family of Rough Riders and Pastor Murphy teachers back home. So I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna commit suicide or jump off a bridge or none of that stuff. So
yeah,
I just have a high tolerance for pain and try to live every day like it's my fullest and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully, like I say, my book is to inspire and motivate people to do what they're doing. Like a guy came here last year to Atlanta during Super Bowl weekend. You say the two best days are when you're born and the day you find out what your gifts are. So they say the cemetery is the richest place on earth. A lot of people, authors, musicians, songs we never got to hear, business we never got to see because people didn't walk in their gift that they was here. Plenty of people making plenty of money, but kicking the dog and the cat, that's not the gift that God gave them. So
yeah,
hopefully, maybe my gift is motivating people, writing books, maybe to be Abner's Angels. I don't know. The next Hugh Hefner almost not with sleeping with the women, all that other stuff, but to run the mall and game of that. But like I say, hopefully the book motivate people and inspire you to do what God put you on earth to do.
hmm. Whoa. Tell so so Abner is saying, tell us about some of your best times.
I had plenty. My parents gave me a traveling spirit, so they took me plenty places when I was little. So I got to
Yeah.
go to Niagara Falls, the very end of it, one of the most beautiful places I ever seen. I went to New York City, went to LA, the Universal Studios back then. Went to all the theme parks. I believe in Orlando. Uh, I have good days, like best times. Actually, anytime I do media, it's good. You get a chance to interview
Yeah.
people, go to the Atlanta Dream games, go watch basketball games for free. Get a chance to ask athletes questions. So I love basketball is my favorite sport. Excuse
Hmm.
me. When I get to travel, me and Tiffany, when we go traveling, I travel by myself or whatever to see the world. I've been to 23, 24 states. The goal is to get to 25. So to be alive, I guess, is one of the best times and not in pain. I would say that. So anything to do with my website, media,
Yeah.
traveling, trying new restaurants, love to eat, just don't gain weight. Uh, anything with UCF, especially when I go back to campus or watch us in a game or something like that. It's always good to go back to the alma mater, UCF, and going home too, because like I say, there's no place like home and stuff like that and stuff too. So those would be my best times, and walking across that stage at UCF, graduating finally after those six long years.
Yeah. Whoa. But I'm saying, like, beautiful story.
Thank you.
So, so that even saying shout out to Tiffany. I think she's talking about your Tiffany.
Yes.
And Cynthia is saying you're welcome. And Patricia is saying you are correct. You were shy, however, you never missed a rehearsal or a performance. You pressed your way. What courage you possesses. Look at God.
Yep. You're telling the truth.
So that is asking, how do you encourage other sickle cell patients who want to give up on life? And that's a very good question. How would
Yes.
you how would you encourage someone who is going through the same situation that you've been through? How would you encourage them to say, hang on, don't give up?
Oh, that's a good and tough question. I guess depends on your circumstances. With sickle cell, like I
Yeah.
said, I was in a relationship for 2 years. I was in the church choir for two and a half, 3 years before I moved here. I did try to make relationship work for 2 years. It didn't work out, unfortunately. With that relationship, regarding that, but at the end of the day, my health was first. There was no relationship without Abner Jackcon III alive. So if I'm not here, no relationship at all. So my health was number one in life. I don't think I ever moved now to go anywhere. DC is the only other place, in Cleveland has the Mayo Clinic, but Cleveland is too cold and too boring. So Orlando wasn't much. It's a tourist attraction, so there are some stuff to do. But I was there my whole life, so got repetitive doing that stuff. So I'm here in a place with media, here with acting, here for healthcare. So at the end of the day, my healthcare is in Atlanta. New York is my favorite city. Too cold, too expensive. Fast-paced city, I like it, but too cold and too expensive. You're gonna pay about $2,000 for a $700-800 square foot apartment.
Whoa.
So basically, like I say, if you can move, depends on how your money look. I would say go for that. They do have credit cards where you could do no interest for 16, 18, 24 months or whatever. Uh, if you can't move with your family, that's good. But if you have to go through those fights by yourself, they're the only one can feel you. The only one can feel your pain, not your family. They could pray for you. They could be there, visit you, all that other stuff when it comes to sickle cell. But they do have the bone marrow. They do have the stem cell transplant, other procedures out now for sickle cell patients. So it is a lot better than what it was in 1980 when I was born. So like I said, we are some of the toughest people on God's green earth with sickle cell. So I say don't give up. You never know what God has for you. If you don't trust and believe in Him, make that move. You do have to relocate for better health care. I do kind of feel bad for this guy named John. I found out he passed 2 years ago. I think he was in Boston. He wanted to come here. He never got the chance to come. Saw on Facebook he passed. So kind of felt bad. I didn't recruit him much as I could have or should have here to Atlanta. So I think maybe he would have gotten to Atlanta. He might still be alive with better health care because he's always complained, well, not complain, but tell me how much he was upset with the doctors and how they treated him where he was at. And I went through that too. I hate going to a general population ER. I can't stand it. So I like going to the sickle cell clinic with like 12, 14 beds with only sickle cell patients. They're just for me. You don't have to worry about them thinking I'm a junkie. Don't know what sickle cell is, none of that crap like that. So I moved here to a place that only sees sickle cell patients, has more blights in Atlanta with sickle cell patients. So any hospital I go, they are going to be familiar with it. So like I say, if you have to move or relocate, go for it. Try whatever options you have while you're still here on Earth, because you never know what would happen if you don't. If I would have never left Sanford, I might not still be alive. of that. So that's being honest with you. I was tired of being in and out of the hospital. I didn't want to be alive. But I moved here to a better place with healthcare that eventually my health got better and I don't get sick much as I used to get sick. So now this would have never happened if I when I got sick at during my cousin graduation and I never would have had the leap of faith to leave my family, girlfriend, friends, church choir, all that stuff to come here to Atlanta and look at it. I got a book out. You could Google me. IMDb credit shows up. I interview celebrities, do stuff, living life like it's living life, the good life. I did more stuff in 8 years. Some people don't accomplish their whole life, not bragging, but I have done a lot since I moved here to Atlanta. So, like I say, go for it. You never know what'll happen. Like I say, YOLO, back to YOLO, Drake song. You only live once. So whatever you could do it much as why you were here. You never know until you try.
So you're you know they always say turn your frown upside down. So basically throughout your life, your frown,
Mm,
your sickness turned into a smile, a beautiful smile. So your
mm.
frown turned upside down.
Yes.
So finally your rain turned into a rainbow as soon as the sun came out to give you
Yep.
that ray of hope.
Yep.
Wow. So sometimes we complain about the rain, but sometimes we just need to endure because sometimes whenever you experience the rain, you
Mm,
appreciate the sunshine more.
mm-hmm. Yeah, like I say, you never know what happened unless you try. Like I say, it wasn't for my cousin me getting sick on his graduation. I hate that it happened, but I discussed that in my book. Like I say, it wasn't for me getting sick. I wouldn't even know about no sickle cell center here in Atlanta, like I do now. So maybe I would have gotten to Atlanta. I don't know what would have happened. I did. I didn't really know that much about Atlanta, but like I say, my goal is to get to the sickle cell clinic, be close as possible as I was. So now I'm here. I'm like 30, 35 minutes away. So I'm here and everything worked out good. And look at all the blessings and stuff that happened by me moving to this city, to a place that I never had no desire to come, honestly.
Yeah. So proud of you, nephew.
That's my aunt. Thank you. My mom's one of my mom's sisters.
Yeah. Someone is also saying congratulations. And Elliston is saying,
Tanisha.
I heard when the time is cold, your sickle cell act up. Is that true?
He meant cold, like the weather.
Yeah.
Uh, Not really. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been sick since January 2nd or 3rd, so it's still cool here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
With that, so Florida, low 60s is cold to us, high 50s, 55, 60 degrees is cold to us. In Atlanta, I could wear a sweatshirt in 40, 45-degree weather, and I'm good. As long as I got like a thermal under and undershirt under that,
Yeah.
also I'm good. But once it hit 35 or 30, I don't care for the cold weather. But I can't go from cold to hot to cold. My temperature has to stay the same. So I can't go from like 85 degrees to like 65 degrees or 65 degrees to like 45, 50 degrees. I have to stay at a maybe drop like every 5 degrees or stay somewhere in that area, anything like that. But I dress for the weather, have my long socks on, the thermals and undershirts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty good. The only thing that I noticed at 40-degree weather, when I went to New York, their 40 degree is colder than the 40-degree in the South. So
Oh,
next time I go to New York, I know to dress warmer for their 40 degrees compared to the Georgia 40 degrees because it's totally like seem like it's 10 to 15 degrees colder up north doing their 40 degrees than what it is in the South.
oh,
But mainly I'm okay in the cold months most of the time, so I'm pretty good.
yeah. And someone is Latavia is saying, I am happy that you can see sickle cell as a blessing. God is good all the time. Yes, He is indeed.
Yes, is.
It's like every moment I hear your story, it's like sometimes me I say to myself, me not actually go through nothing. Like, cause there are times when I felt like giving up, but hearing your story is like, Lamar, don't give up. And
Yes.
it's also it's just that your story is a reminder that hold on, just
Mm,
hold on. there's always a light at the end of the dark tunnel.
Yes. Yeah, I had my moments, especially in college. I wanted to give up when they told me I had to take that Spanish and Spanish too. I had took Spanish in high school. I was 38 hot about that. Like, what's the purpose of taking a foreign language in high school? I had to take it over in college. But I was looking at going back to FAMU, honestly, to Tallahassee. But I I actually got through with Spanish, finished Spanish, passed with the class with that. So it's kind of hard though that last semester, and I had got sick and had to take my final exam. I missed that, so I didn't take it with my class. I had to go make it up. So I had still had some obstacles to do, and I was scared to actually send out my invitation. My dad was like, "Have faith, send out the invitation." And I did send them out, and I actually walked August 5th. So August 5th, 2006 is the biggest day of my life. Always will be the biggest day. Even when I get married, it still will be the biggest day. I feel like anybody can get married. The goal is to hang on and make it past them 7 years. Or just stay married in general with that. Anybody can get married, and have a kid. The goal is to be a good husband, spouse, or be a good parent with that. But yeah, I passed, graduated, passed both classes. Didn't care for UCF, but I went to UCF game. Became a diehard UCF fan once I went to their game and stuff like that. So I was all in at that point with UCF. But I did have issues with UCF at one point, but I actually graduated from there. So thank God, I did finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just tell us a little bit more about your book and what it is and where we could get a hold of it.
My book, like I mentioned, is on Amazon Books. So just type Abner Jackson III. I do have a Instagram page. It's Arthur Abner Jackson III. And I have my regular Abner J, the letter J and the number 3, which is abbreviated for Abner Jackson III. That's my personal Instagram page. And I have my business page, the AJ3 Report, also too. But like I say, my book is only 60 pages. It's kind of short. It kind of started once I hit FAMU, left there, and then got sick March 2000. So childhood was pretty good. Didn't really have nothing except my gallbladder removed. And I don't remember when I got sick, lost weight, and had to learn how to walk again. But I discussed that. The trip that got me here with my Aunt Val, my
Yeah.
Aunt Cynthia, my grandma, all of them here. And eventually tired of being sick in and out of hospitals that long. And then 2013, being sick and my dad praying for me and my medicine being bumped up, me getting in the TV acting industry, me starting my website, motivational section, relationship section, and growing up in Sanford, that section in that.
Yeah. So I heard that you're going to have a give. We're going to have a giveaway tonight.
Yes.
So you actually prepare the question for our viewers, right?
Yeah, I guess you could ask them what year did I graduate from UCF?
Yeah. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So I'm going to remove myself at this moment so you can ask your question and then I'll come back. So yeah, you have it prepared and everything, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, so the question to win a free book will be what year I graduated from University of Central Florida. Correct.
So I want to say congratulations to our winner tonight, Latavia. She's been here and she's been interacting. So congratulations, Latavia. So I'll let you guys talk and you guys would interact. So it would be an ebook. So you guys would interact with each other and everything.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
going to send you the email address. So,
okay.
So I'm very sorry for those a little bit slow, but you guys were correct. So we just want to know again where your book is available for a copy.
The Instagram page that he put on there, you could go there. It has the link there in the Amazon books. You could look me up there, Abner Jackcon III, and you will see my book there for purchase, the ebook and the paperback copy.
And guys, this is a must read because even hearing his story right now has motivated me to continue fighting. And this story is really a motivational. It's motivation beyond. It's just fighting, battling with life challenges, and every hurdle that life hit at him, he jumped it over. He jumped over. His frown turned upside down. Someone is saying your story give me hope.
Happy to
Yeah.
hear.
Also, your story remind me no matter what your situation is, there is still hope, and that is whoa. This story, oh my God, this story. I would say this story has shown us that no matter the challenges, no matter the ups, you had to crawl, and yet still you're here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Many people have given up, but you've showed us that giving up is not an option. It shouldn't be an option.
No.
We'll never know what's on the other side of this bridge because most of our time the problem is just a bridge to take us to greener pasture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I'm
happy.
I'm happy to have you here,
Oh
and
yeah.
I
Thank
know
you.
and I
Happy
know the
for the.
viewers are sorry. What were you saying?
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me. Happy. We got a lot of friends and family on here. To come check it out and the questions and stuff too. So it's definitely different. Interview I always remember. So thank you for giving me a platform. Like I said, I'm used to doing interviews and stuff like that. But it's different feeling on the opposite side.
Oh my God! Like the pleasure is all ours because to have a motivational person here to show us that life has its challenges,
Mm,
but all we have to do is just press on and press on. And
yeah.
I'm telling you, I know you have touched a lot of people out there because even I'm touched. I'm really touched. Whoa, it's like you see, sometimes we go through our challenges and we give up, but hearing another person saying that I've been through it, I've been in the gutter, but I've climbed out, I've endured that experience in the gutter, but I've climbed up, and now I'm seeing what God had in store for me.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very
Yeah.
much for coming on. Like,
Oh, you welcome. Happy you enjoyed it and I inspired you and motivate you and your guests. Like I say,
and
it's
guys,
always some.
yeah, continue. I'm sorry to cut you. Very
Oh
sorry.
yeah, I was just saying, there's always someone going through something worse than you. So like, so you never know what will happen if you give up. You don't give. You keep sticking with it and stuff like that. So look at Abraham. Think Abraham Lincoln, I believe, how many times it took for him to become president, and he actually became one. So like, so you never know what happened, any things and stuff. Tyler Perry was homeless, and look what he turned into and stuff. So you never know. God has to find a say in your story and stuff like that. Like I said, I would never guess in a million years I would be interviewing celebrities, being around them like that, got their phone numbers, them follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, and finishing this book, and me going 20 and 23 months without being admitted from being hospitalized every 3-4 months. It just was something different in life to go through that after being sick so long for like 12 years.
Yeah. So Lativia is saying thank you so much and thank you indeed for providing this platform.
Oh,
Just
you
being
welcome.
here. Just being here. Abner, you don't look like what you've been through. And that's true. That is so true. You've been through a lot, but
Mm,
yet still you've become, you know, the
mhm.
funny thing about diamonds, it has to go through a lot of pressure to
Yes,
become that precious stone. And you are indeed a diamond
yes,
because the pressure not show up on you, you know, but the pricelessness is seen. And you know, oh my God,
mm,
diamond is a precious stone, but it's been through a rough patch to become that precious stone.
yes. Yeah, I like
And
that title. That's actually the lady Tanisha who published my book. That was the title of the article that I wrote on her. That's how we met, and she actually published my book. She
wow,
don't like what she been through because she lost her husband in a shooting.
wow,
So that's how she became a writer. So she publishes book, and she publishes my book, and that title is one. She's like the second or third person I interviewed actually, and 2 years later she published my book for me.
yeah. And someone is saying, I'm going to share your story with my grandkids who complain too much.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's true. They have to understand that life is rough, but when you make it through, you gain the benefits.
It's always good to see the come up and come up and the glow up for people who went through hard times and finally made it.
Uh-huh. And not even saying we are honored to have someone with IMDb credits on this show. And we are glad to hear it. And we're
Uh,
glad that you came to come and share because your story has made it actually opened my eyes to view
mm,
life in a different perspective.
mhm. But
The
thanks
per-
for having me.
the perspective of not focusing on the problem but the solution
Mm,
and the outcome that is there in store. Thank you
yes.
very much. And I
Oh, you
also
are.
and I also want to thank the viewers for being here. And I know you guys are left with something because this story has opened my eyes, and I know it would have opened yours. So, guys, don't even miss the opportunity to get a copy of his book to fully understand his story and fully understand how he has gotten from problem to solution, from frown to upside down. Oh my God. And guys, ensure that you give his movies a watch. So we'll get a link and we'll put it in the description for you to
Okay.
get that movie a watch as well. And thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. So
So,
thanks for having.
so you want to give anyone a shout out?
Oh, thanks everybody who came to. I see a lot of friends and families that came. I got like 8 pages in my books for shout out. So I thank pretty much everybody that had played a big part
Uh-huh.
in my life. So thank you for everyone who came and tuned in. Hopefully you all enjoyed it and stuff like that. So like Kanye West said, give us the roses while we still alive. We can't see nothing when we dead. You give us the roses and tell how much we mean and stuff like that. So I know he has his moments, but that's one of the best lines ever. Give people their flowers while they're still here and
Yeah.
alive, and they know how you feel regarding that. But thanks for everybody. Thanks for giving me opportunity and platform to share that. Happy I was able to inspire people too and stuff too. And thank God for keeping me safe and healed. And also too, and my parents and Tiffany, everybody else, family members, uncles, my grandma and stuff like that. And UCF also too, being my alma mater.
Mhm. So we're going to close in prayer. So
Okay, so you want me to go now, right?
yeah, if
All right, so dear Lord, thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you, and please keep us safe on the highways and byways, whether it's car, boat, car, plane, train, or however you travel. And please, Lord, give everyone the insight to see the God gifts that they have in them, and please let them find out what that gift is, so they could don't take their gifts to the cemetery, and they could manifest them while they're still here on earth, and give everybody strength and whatever they're going through, not to give up, and encourage them and be fighters, and know that never know what will happen if you give up or throw in the towel. He didn't make that for us. He made it where we have life and more abundantly. And you could do all things through Christ, like I mentioned, uh, which strengthens you. So whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. And please keep us safe and the country safe with what's going on with COVID-19. And you will take care of your people. We will get through this eventually. And whoever's in the politicians of that, pray for them. Whether it's Trump or Biden for 2020, whoever's reelected, pray for everybody that's in power, all the governors, and keep us safe. And thank you for coming on here and giving me the platform, and everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed it and have a good night, and the rest of you all weekend enjoy it. And hopefully God give you desires and you pursue everything that you're meant to be, and you have a good rest of the year also too. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you, viewers. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, we're on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thank you very much for coming out, and thank you very much, Abner Jackcon III.
All right, you
You,
welcome in it.
you really inspired me tonight.
All right, happy. Like I said, thanks again for the platform, and happy I was able to come on the show. And also too, and I definitely share it as soon as it's over.
Yeah, and remember to get your copy of the book, guys. Remember.
Okay, just have her hit me up or send me a message also too, and I can get that information and send her book also for that.
And good night. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, you too. Take care. God bless.
Bye.